my friend, I'm Pat Sloan. It is Block Wednesday. That's Grandma's Kitchen. I have that today. I'm going to show you the fabric that I am going to use for my Make-A-Wish Stardust. So I'm going to show you that, a few other things, plus a parade at the end. Oh, and I've got the Sew Sampler box from last month to show you. It's got some cool stuff in it. Okay, first of all, don't forget that there is not only a 33% discount on this kit just for those of you who watch me with my code. There's also a giveaway from the Fat Quarter Shop just for my community. And so that I had up yesterday. You got an extra email about it where you could enter at that email. And I'm just going to let you go ahead and enter today on today's article as well. So there'll be the two articles I'll look at to pull the winner's name from. That's easier than telling you to go to the other one and enter. So I'll make it easy on you because you're going to go download the block anyway. So don't forget, this is so cute. And you know what? I think I really want to make it. I know, but it's those peach colors. It's so similar. It's this fig tree fabric. It's so similar to the pears that I did. I'm sitting here looking at the pears. So I'm thinking I need to make it. Also, it is picnic day. Now, I do not know why picnic day is in late April. Maybe it's wishful thinking that you're like, oh, I'm sure there's some states where right now it is gorgeous. My brother's in North Carolina and it's warm. It could be picnic weather there. Here today we're having a really warm day, but it's picnic day. Also coming up is May the 4th inch be with you, May 4th. If you have not gotten the mugs or the notebook, I've got t-shirts and sweatshirts, and I've got the tall insulated mugs for May the 4th inch be with you. These are so fun. I will wear the t-shirt next month. But you want to pick one up? Okay, let's talk about Grandma's Kitchen. But before, I know. I got these a little while back, and I just had to show you. Look at these. Look at these slippers. And look on the edge. Meow, 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 meow. Oh my gosh. They are so stinking cute. Now, I wear a size 8, and I got a size 8. And when I have socks on, I would say they're snug. So if you maybe have wider feet or have things that you're just barely good on a particular size, you might want to go a size up. But they're just so cute. So cute. Okay, I had to show you that. So cute. All right, what are we doing? We are doing pantry goods. So it is an easy block. It's the 10-inch square. The finished 10-inch square. And as a reminder, when you read this, it says I'm talking about it being fall, because when I first did this quilt along, it was in a different time of year that we started, so it would have been fall by this time. But the pantry, a lot of you, once again, I'll tell you, neither of my grandmas like to cook. They were not great cooks. My mom doesn't like to cook. She's not a great cook. My mother-in-law didn't like to cook. She was not a great cook. It wasn't until my dad's wife, after my mom remarried, and she's a fantastic cook. So Karen has a fantastic pantry. But one of the things that's fun is that my one great grandma had so it was a great grandma. She had like a big room off the back of the kitchen before you went into the yard, and that's where there was a lot of canned goods out there. And my dad said that's where my great grandfather stored the beer as well, because that's where it went. So this is the block. Now I've got all the prior blocks. I did not do sashing yet on row 4. I will work on that. But let's take a look up close at color. So I'll show you what I'm thinking. I definitely want on this block aqua. I'm gonna use this lighter one here rather than the darker ones, maybe with a little bit of red or a little bit of peach with it. And I might go ahead and use the ballerina pink for the background. There are also 2 more friendship stars like these, and there's the 4 block, there's the 2, there's another 2. I'll go ahead and pick those colors, so they have to be something else. But I think I can do purple. I can pull in the lavenders, maybe do the dark lavenders for the friendship stars. So sort of echoing that back down here. So let's grab the fabrics and see how they look. I've pulled the fabric to make it a little bit faster, but I want to show you the side-by-side, or yeah, it is a side-by-side in this case. Here is the sheet, the single sheet with the pattern sizes, and then the bonus layout where I just did a side-by-side, but I made it, at least in the grays coloration, so that you've got a darker and a lighter alternating. And if you did that, you could do it scrappies, like if you did like navy and red, and then maybe the centers were all scrappy. But you can even see the background of the centers are lights and darks. Do you see that? So there's a lot of ways to play around with this. Okay, for the block, here is the ballerina pink that I'm using for the background. And then I said I wanted to use this light for here. So that's the light for there. And let me see, get this in here a little bit. Now I've got the center where I talked about red. I'm going to do the corners in a minute. So I talked about red. So here are some of the reds. I've got this little tiny dot, which, it's really, really small, which is kind of cute. I have this one, which I've used in other places, and then one that's a little bit more open in a repeat. And I'm leaning towards this one, is the more open one. Okay, so like that. Now on the corners out here, I think I'll go with a little darker teal, like that. So the four corners, I could either do that or the print. I might do the print. Okay, so let's go with the print. So that is the block. And then the friendship stars, again, will be the ballerina pink background. And then I said about doing the lavenders. Well, of course, all of the stars I remembered now have the yellow on the middle. So of course they have the yellow on the middle for all of them. And I pulled this, but I use this right above. So I think I'll go with something else. So I have this floral here, but then I went looking around and I found this floral. I mean, not floral, this geometric, which is I think a tulip pink, and it has some yellow. So I'm thinking I will cut them from the yellow portion here, like that, there. Isn't that cool? So those will be the two that I'll use for the friendship stars. 2 blocks. Here is the pantry and the 2 friendship stars that will go next to it, actually, like that. So let me put them up on the wall so we can take a look at how they go together. I love that red with this. Super fun, super fun. It's kind of a pink, slight pinky red. I'm going to stick them up there. Bringing the aqua down here is perfect, and the peach or the ballerina pink backgrounds, those are also perfect to use down here, because like right above I didn't use them, but they're over here, so they're scattered around. There's about half and half with the ballerina pink and the white backgrounds. And I do have to work on my sashings this coming week, and I'll be working probably on sashings maybe for this row as well, at least for this section here. Okay, let's look at the Sew Sampler box. This is called Spring Revival. It is the March 2025. So if you have not opened your March 2025, then skip ahead. I think most of you have it by now. I generally wait way late in the month, but I decided to do a little sooner. They have a coupon on the back, and then for the fabric that's in here, there's an alternate pattern. So I'll show you that after we look. They do this little, this is a subscription box. Sometimes there's extras, so you might be able to get one. And they tell you everything that's in here, but I just like to open it up and look, because it's like a surprise. It's a big surprise. So what do we got? First thing is iron cleaner. Some iron cleaner by Odif, made in France. I've never seen that brand. I'm looking at it. So iron cleaners are very useful. Somehow we always get gunk, don't we? Like eventually, so you need to clean it off. So that's super cool. And let's see what's in here. Looks like a specialty. Sometimes the things in the box are just exclusive to the box, like the pattern for the fabric, or like this might be a little something. Who knows? I have to see. Oh, it's one of these cleaners for the, see there. So it's a little vacuum, a little handheld vacuum for the top of your table. And there's, You can put that to get like little crevices. So I guess it goes in there. So you can like vacuum. Oh, like so cool. It is pink. I love that it's pink. How cool is that? There might be actually another, looks like there's another nozzle maybe in there. There's something in here. Oh, that's the charger. That's the charger for it. Okay, and a gorgeous Olfa Endurance blades. I love these blades. They are my favorite, and I know that Kimberly Jolly of the Fat Quarter Shop, these are her favorites as well. Here's a little paper that tells you about the cleaner. Yeah, this is exclusive to the box. So if there's any left and you want one of those, you can pick it up. Now what do we get here? We got some, from Sandy Gervais, some gorgeous fabric. And I'll open that in a second. You have the patterns, the layout for the Sew Sampler. I got two. Looks like they gave me two by accident. But this is the sampler that comes every month, which is also exclusive to the box. You can buy any single patterns that you missed if you just subscribed. And here is the quilt that uses this fabric. Isn't that look springy? I love Sandy's fabric. She's been designing fabric forever. Let me just open this a second. First, here is the exclusive pattern that comes, and I think that's really lovely. It's got the little friendship stars, which I think are so sweet. But if you want to do something just a little bit simpler, this is a free pattern off of the Fat Quarters website that they do a little coloration there to show you. And that's really cool because it's a little bit faster, plus it showcases, I think it'll be faster, so, and it showcases your fabrics, like in big chunks. But these colors are really amazing for me with wanting to do a few more peach things. So you've got a stripe, and then there's a small peach print, yellow, and then look at this. I love that. That is gorgeous. And then it's got aquas, so aquas and peach. Look at that. Look how pretty that is. Now this is a bit, leans a little towards the pink, which is fine. And then more turquoise and more peach. So these are more peach. And then this big floral. Have to look at the floral. Look at that. Sandy's a gorgeous artist. Look at that. So there you go. That's the Sew Sampler for this month, which also wraps up the Quilt Along with the every month you got those blocks. And next month it will be the new daily or monthly block that comes in the Sew Sampler. So I know a lot of people like to sew those. One year I did them. They were a lot of fun. I don't know. I won't do them this year, but I saw the first block and it is super cool looking. So I will link you in case you want to pick up this box. Those fabrics are gorgeous. Fun, fun, fun. Going to shift gears now over to Make-A-Wish, because in May is when we start Make-A-Wish, and you'll be able to go out and do a donation to the Make-A-Wish Foundation and then download the free blocks after that. So it is very, very, very exciting time of year, and I love the format this year. This is the quilt. It's a little bit smaller, which I think is really awesome. We're doing it at a different time of year. Just changing it up. The Fat Quarter Shop changed it up, and I think that's super, super cool. I have a pool of fabric that looks, of my Tiny Secrets, that looks really similar in layout. First, I'm going to show you one that looks very similar in layout to the original one. So I'm going to leave that picture up there, and we'll scroll down here. So here are the Tiny Secrets in the white on white that is like a floral on it. Then I've got a navy, a green. I have a couple greens, so I thought the gingham would go well. Then the big print that has like the owl and all that stuff on it, and then a medium scale print in the aqua. So these are similar colors to the original quilt. But then I thought, what if I did an option B? So here is option B, where I went with the pink mushrooms, a blue gingham, then a red with some yellow and pink in it, and then use the blue version with the owl and all the flowers, like it's kind of like the main print. So still alternating the colors so that you get that really cool star effect that we're seeing. And that's my second option. So leave me a comment whether you like the option that is similar to the colors of the original one, or you like the options with the mushrooms. Wait. What about one more option? What if I just did the pinks and reds, pinks and reds. Oh, ooh, ah. So this is option 3, pinks and reds. Let me know in the comments. And of course, we do not want to forget our quilt parade with last week's block. Let's go. We start off with Billy's cute block, and she said she had to use this city or fabric because she's actually been to a lot of the cities on that fabric. So fun. Blanche has such gorgeous colors. Look at them. And they're all together, sewn up and everything. Love that. Christine's beautiful warm colors. Look how pretty these are. We've got Cindy's. Here's her blocks, and there they are all together. Oh, I love seeing the family portrait. And some of you switch things up. You might move positions. You might switch a block a little bit. That is so fun to use. Look at her second row on the left with those circles. I wonder if that's the fabric like fussy cut. It might be. That is really cute. All right, Daphine's. Oh, another one where we get to see not only her block here, but wait, all of them together. Loving this green. You know, doing the 100 blocks, I'm sort of into green right now. So every time I see green, plus it's spring, love it. All right, with Frankie's, she said she was given this line of fabric, and here's the single block. And so she wanted to use it, but she was a little worried it would look like Halloween. But as you can see, it doesn't look like Halloween. It looks so good. It looks very sort of fall, but light, peachy fall, like super pretty. Look how gorgeous this one is by Helga. She said her dad always had change in his pocket. Such great memories about the change everybody has. A lot of you had stories on that, which has been so fun. Here's Jan's, all her blocks together, and I do believe they're sewn as well. And she says her grandma, she remembers her grandma. Her grandparents came to their home most of the time, and so she remembers her grandma sitting at the kitchen table, darning socks and knitting. Oh, such good memories. And she's using coffee fabric. That red print, there's a lot of that red print is a coffee print, coffee cups. You know, I love that so much. Joan's block. She said her grandma would always give them a few coins from her small coin purse when they got ready to leave. Oh, so sweet. Such sweet memories. You know, it's just, I remember coin purses. They were a thing. Karen's block here, and then all together with the whole family. And she had a lot of lovely memories about change and when they went on vacation, because that was kind of like when they got to have treats. And so she had really lovely stories. So you really need to be coming to the community and reading the full stories. Here is Kendall's block. He's using these super fun dots for his whole quilt, and you can go check out his channel here at YouTube where he sews the block and chats, and then he does his own projects as well. Laura, oh, look how pretty this is. There's looks like a change purse there. She says her grandma had a small black zippered leather change purse, and she would give her dimes and nickels. So I don't know if that was her grandma's or just one that she has, and then it's all together. You know, see it all together. Fun. Linda's block up on her design wall. Super fun. Her grandma had a charge account at the grocery store, and then Linda was allowed when she was a little girl to sometimes go and charge something when she was there visiting. Oh, I did not know the grocery stores had charge accounts. I guess they did back in the day. That's fun. Here's Mary's on the cute little stand. And look at her cute little featherweight back there. Oh my gosh, darling. And she's using Christmas fabrics. And she was given change to go shopping at King's 5 and Dime on the town square. Oh, these memories are just so good, so good. Mary said that her grandfather kept a small change box on his dresser, including some British coins, because he was British, or that was his heritage, either way. But I don't know if that's the box or not, but so cute. Mildred said that she wanted to use the large square option so that she could focus this fabric. Isn't that beautiful with the cross? So gorgeous. Patty's, and Patty is going with fruits and veggies. Oh, look how fun that is. Fruits and veggies, so fun. Sarah's block in these gorgeous sherbet colors. Looks like summer. My friend Suzanne and her block, her blocks together are going to be so fantastic. And remember, you don't have to print. You can see Suzanne is showing you how you can just use your laptop or your phone and open the PDF and just read the directions. Teresa's, her grandpa had change in a football-shaped coin holder. And you remember those rubbery ones, right? Was it like that? And then here's all her blocks together. Look how wonderful they are. It does feel like summer. This feels like a summer quilt. Okay, next we have Twyla's. Oh, another one with very summery fabrics. Just super, super cool. And she has great novelty prints. Look at the third row on the left with the little children. Look at the cowboy hats. So fun. And Valentine. Oh, here's her single block in blues and turquoise and all together with added reds. Look at that. Look at that. That is amazing. I love it. Thank you everybody for sharing your blocks. And remember, when you share your blocks this week, tell me a little story about the pantry that your grandma, or maybe it's your great-grandma's, your mom, your mother-in-law, yourself. It's pantry stories this week. Also, don't forget, if you don't have a May the 4th be with you item, be sure you get that so that you can celebrate on May 4th. That's a play on Star Wars for those of you who may not be familiar. And we have the kit that is 33% off through Friday, until Friday, and also you can enter for a couple more days after that to win one, and I have one coming because I decided I just had to do it. All right, my friend, I love you. Mwah. Thank you for being here in the Sloan Zone. I will see you online.